Good morning. It's the 14th of December and my husband has just taken Wit out to do some stuff in town and to give me a bit of more rest today because I definitely overdid it yesterday. So I had an extra hour in bed sleeping or drifting, and I'm just doing a little bit of knitting now whilst they're out, and then I'll probably spend some time downstairs with them all. Just wanted briefly to say I did finish my second repeat yesterday, so I have 3 repeats left and then we're into the ribbing. So yeah, we'll see whether or not that is achievable today. May or may not be achievable, not the whole thing, but the 3 repeats. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty proud of my progress with this one. I still have a few finishing things I want to do. I'm not happy with the pickups under the sleeves again, and I will just make sure that I'm 100% happy that they look okay. I don't think it's me. I think it's the way that the pickups are arranged next to 2 lines of stitches where there's floats behind. I think it's just one of those things, but it will seem fine. I did also yesterday because I wasn't up for doing too much yesterday in the evening. I felt like I just needed a bit of simple stuff. So I have actually made some pretty good progress on my second sock. I've got to do one more red stripe, and then I'm pretty much starting to think about toes, so that at the very end of the toes is another red stripe, if that makes sense. So that's about how much knitting. I'm in one red stripe and I have that much knitting to go before the toe's finished. So yeah, I think, how many repeats have I done? So I've done 40, I would say it's probably 48, 47, something like that, and I do 60 on my foot. So yeah, getting there with my socks as well. I have found the socks quite helpful for when it's late at night and I'm just avoiding getting into my head, but I want to have something to do. So yeah, I watched something last night on my phone in bed, and knitted my socks, and that worked quite well. But yeah, I'm gonna just do a little bit on my jumper, and then there is a bit of me that might transition to do some socks this morning, just because it's easier to pick up and put down, and I know that I do want to spend some time with my family this morning. But yeah, they're out now posting my mum's Christmas cards because Whit has a play post box at his nursery that he's obsessed with, so we thought it'd be fun for him to do in real life, so that's what they're out doing. We had hoped we were going to do it all together, but I'm still not quite well enough to walk all the way into town and all the way back. We're going to try tomorrow on Monday to drive me to the nearest shop, and then for me to just try and walk around some of the shop, because there's seating in that particular shop, and it's a supermarket, seating in that particular shop, and the car we were outside. So I think that would probably be a better test than trying to walk into town, where if I got stuck I'd have to just sit on the side of the road. But yeah, that's the plan for today, is try and rest a bit more than I did yesterday, spend some nice time with my family in between, yeah, and try and get through the sleeve. Exciting. So we just made some lunch and I've been knitting on my second sock. I have 2 more rounds left before I do the toe, so that feels pretty good. And I spent some time earlier with my Hobonichi weekly planner, so it looks a bit battered already. I really don't care. I don't think I'm as aesthetic as some of the people are, but Whit got hold of it and I needed to clean it. And I've just started filling in. I've decided I'm going to use these as my journal pages, because I think, I'll show you a blank one. I think these pages are just enough that I will actually journal. It's such a small amount, I think that feels achievable each day. And then this page I'm going to use for admin-y type stuff, whether it's just things I need to get out of my head, things that have happened. I'm going to put a few pretty things on there as well. And then the bit I really actually wanted this book for was all these blank pages. So I really struggle in my head when I have lots of things in my mind, and I benefit from downloading them into to-do lists, but sometimes that can be a bit tricky. Some are on my phone, some are like, we have a thing on the fridge, and I just thought this is why I actually bought this book, was for to-do lists. So those are all the things that I have got to do at the moment. I actually have a few more that I need to do, so I can add those on as well. But what I thought I would do is I just wanted to decorate it a little bit. I got this little poster as a freebie with something I ordered, and I really like this blue flower, and I think it will fit in the opening cover. So I was going to stick the blue flower down in here. And then at the very beginning of these journals, there's like a monthly section. So it starts in December, so like this. And I think I'm going to use this as my like reminders, like we have on our calendar. So actually, just quickly, tomorrow morning my car needs to be serviced, so I'm going to put car service and MOT. I'll write that in so that I don't forget that. And I also have some stickers. So some of them are technically wet stickers, these ones here, but I thought I might use one of those just to mark Christmas Day in my planner. And then I have these stickers here that I've kept hold of, that Wit sometimes uses, but sorry, it's really crinkly, 2 seconds. So these are like a whole range of different stickers, and I just thought I might do a little bit of decorating, just so it looks nice. But yeah, having said I'm not doing it aesthetically, that is kind of doing it aesthetically, isn't it? But like, it's for me, it's mostly because it's a to-do list. So I think what I'm going to do is cut out this one first, and then actually maybe let's just choose a sticker from Wits, because these are they're pretty small things. Like the boxes are pretty small. Tempted to go for this little holly one down here because it's small enough. I'm sure he won't mind Mummy stealing a sticker from him. And I'm just going to put that one onto Christmas Day. We are actually at Tom's family's this Christmas and seeing my mum there on Boxing Day. So yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find some stickers, do a bit of decorating, and yeah, I'll try and see if I can put my tripod on so that you can see me. I'm going to open up my advent for the day 14. I love the little tappy tappies. I don't know if everyone else finds them annoying, but I really like tappy tappies. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I don't know whether this is going to be a mixed up one. Oh, it is. This is 6. So we're going back to the beginning and we have some yellows. Oh, I like that one a lot. So this one is yellow. It's goldy really, with like orange streaks through. That one's really pretty. I didn't prepare well enough. My little bag is over there. 2 seconds. Here we go. So number 6 is pears and jewels. I can kind of see like the pears in that, if I'm honest. Yeah, that's a really pretty one. I think the yellows were a little bit like daunting at the beginning because it just felt like so much of the same. And now that we are having some more colours, they feel really like appropriate and bright and supported, like the overall palette. I think I was just feeling a little bit like yellowed up at the beginning, whereas now like this feels like a good colour mix. I think the only stuff that doesn't feel like it's, I don't know if you can see, the only stuff that doesn't feel like it is coming through yet is the reds. So I think there may be more reds to come. Did I just put that back in without its marker? Yeah, I did. That was silly. Yeah, so I'll attach my little marker to this one. I'm really excited to start this project, by the way, my advent project. It's definitely going to be one of my knitting goals, like maker's goals for next year. That's exciting. And then I also have my stitch marker for the day. So we're going for day 3. Find my way through these. It's kind of fun, like having to, there we go. Find my way into them. Number 3. Oh, another silver one. That's really pretty, I like that one. This one is a little silver feather. Again, I'll try and cover my face and hope that it focuses for you. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that would look nice on like some lace as my progress keeper. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these. This seemed like a fun idea. They weren't terribly expensive if I'm honest, and I like the little stitch marker case they come with as well. I think that's really nice for like any Christmassy ones, because personally, I do think that this reads Christmas. Like, I think it's probably only the Christmas tree that's like instantly Christmassy, right? But the kind of reds and golds, I think, makes that a good one for like seasonal markers. Not that I have seasonal markers yet, but I know what I'm like. So yeah, I'm going to pop that one back under the tree, and I'm not going to film any more today, just because we've had a really busy day and I think I need to like sloth mode, and I might actually finish my sock and not do anything on my jumper today because I'm just knitting the heel of the sock, and I think it would feel nice to have my Christmas socks done as I'm fairly far ahead with my jumper. So I think I'll say goodbye for today. I may edit some later tonight, I'm not sure yet. The Wits in nursery tomorrow, I'll probably do it tomorrow. And then I will plan to upload this probably on the 15th, I think, if I do edit, just because I will have more time tomorrow, I think. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys at some point tomorrow to show you whether or not I finished my socks and how my Christmas jumper is getting on. So I know I said I wasn't going to update again, but I just knitted 4 repeats on this sleeve. This sleeve is knitted to 5, and we are hitting, I would say, directly to wrist bone with arm down and bracelet length, like here, when arm is up. And I just wonder if when this blocks, we're going to grow a bit too much. Like, I guess, let me put my yarn on the floor. I'd be okay if we got down to like here, but I don't really want it more than that, like day to day. And I think what I'm going to do is pause tomorrow morning, block this and let it dry, because I know I've only got 14 rounds left to knit on a cuff and 12 more rounds of repeat if I need to. And I just think it would be easier than knitting this whole thing, binding it off, and then finding out they're too long and ripping back, to just compare, like, because I have the 2 here, I can just literally compare it. And when I was knitting, I did actually think, like, is this enough? And I was like, I want it here, so like that is quite a lot of growth that I'd need from like, yeah, like almost a whole other repeat, right? So that's what I'm going to do, I think. It's only the 14th, so I think we block on the 15th. I don't think I'll block the whole thing again, right? Because worst case scenario, most knitting is I have to do 12 more rows and a sleeve, so then I only need to block here. Worst case scenario knitting wise is that I have to frog back one, and then I will just use new yarns, so it would just be blocking the cuffs on each side. So I don't think I need to reblock the whole sweater, so I think this will count as the blocking process. I'm hoping to get just a little bit more room here, just because as I move around it kind of curls up a little bit like that, and I would just like it to be slightly flared out from my body. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to stop knitting tonight. It's late anyway, it's like 11:20. I don't even know what's wrong with me. And I'm going to block this one tomorrow morning. Wish me luck. I'm frightened because it's white and red. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hello and good morning. Apologies for the very messy bun. Just been doing some skincare first thing. We are, as I said last night, going to block this to see where we are with arms, because I kind of wonder whether this sleeve is going to grow sufficiently that I need to take some length off of this sleeve. I'm really nervous about blocking this, I have to be honest. So let me see if I can get you tilt a little bit further back. There we go. I'm just cleaning out my sink first. We don't have another sink to block in, and our house is pretty tight on space, especially with 3 of us now, so I don't have like a blocking bowl. I'd love to have a blocking bowl. I think I will when we move eventually. But yes, I'm going to clean up my sink. My sink's okay. I'm just going to block it cold. I normally block lukewarm, but I am genuinely a bit concerned about the red running, so I think the best thing to do is to block cold. Just using soak, by the way, using yuzu. I thought it was eucalyptus. I think eucalyptus might be the last one I had. But yeah, and then I'm going to let her soak for about 20 minutes, but I'm going to just check on the jumper for a little bit first. Put my cat bowl away. So I usually do my advent a bit later in the day, but it felt kind of aesthetic and I was like, yeah, let's do it now. So today's the 15th of December. I'm doing super well. I can't believe I'm kind of like blocking my jumper. No, it's not 100% finished, but she's not going to be blocked again. Oh, so this definitely is number 15. Number 15 is called Bog Shadow. I love the names of these, it's so creative. I like that one. It's a really nice tonal green. It's like not really a Christmassy green, but yeah, it's lovely. It's almost like mistletoe, I guess, if you were going to put it in the Christmas category. I really like that one. Again, I forgot to pull over my little thing with my stitch markers. I'll do it afterwards, like as in to record the scheme. But I do have my stitch marker holder, my stitch marker advent. I really liked having both. I think I'll see how the yarn advent goes, because it's quite a lot of yarn. I'm hoping that it'll be really nice to use for the project I want to use it for. But I think the stitch markers are really cute, and like I don't have that many stitch markers really, so it feels, checking my fire's still alive, it feels okay. Hello little cat. I've got my pussy cat just here as well. She's having a very loving morning. Another silver one. Oh, it's a good luck one. You see that one? Little horseshoe. I see that as good luck. I suppose if you're a horsey person, you might just see that as horsey. Yes, that's a nice little one too. I'm really enjoying this stitch marker set. Having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, that's my stitch marker and my advents for today. As I did actually finish my socks yesterday, they're blocking. I'll show you when they're done. Well, they're not blocking, they're just drying. I lost my sock blockers behind our washing machine. Like the way the washing machine, we have a new washing machine, the way it like shivers, you know how they do, has pushed them behind, and it's so heavy that we can't move it. Like we'll have to move it when we move house, but like it's that kind of hard to move. Like you only are going to move it when you move house, whereas our last machine was much lighter and you could kind of move it in and out like with one person fairly easily. So yeah, I think that I'm not going to block these socks, unfortunately. I may try to fish them out before we move, but in reality it's going to be like a couple of months, so probably won't. But yeah, so they are drying, and I will show them when they're all done. So I'm actually going to pick back up my weekend hat, which you won't have seen in this video for sure, so I might just quickly show you. Sorry, pussycat, I love you very much, you're a very good cat. Okay, so finished my Christmas socks because what? Don't panic, it's okay. Cats and hand knits, hey? You just get stuck. I always have to go in with a crochet hook, like anytime I wear anything, basically. Pull it back. So this is how far through I am on my weekend hat. It's a triple folded brim. So there's a lot of knitting that's going to carry on, and I really hope I'm going to have enough. I have used 33% of my colour, my main colour, which is the one I'm worried about. And I have one more, weird, I've done that. I have one more repeat, like of the folding to do. And then I'm into the crown shaping. So I think it'll be enough for that one. I'm almost certainly going to need another ball of, this is Knitting for Olive, soft silk mohair in the colour Dusty Artichoke. I'm probably going to need another one of those. But it's coming out nicely. I think this is going to be a really cute hat. I think the colour is going to be nice on me as well. I think I do okay with purples. And a bit of a purple kick at the minute. So I'm going to do some knitting on this one whilst my jumper is blocking over the next few days. I'm hoping it won't take, like, my expectation is it will take 3 days. That's normally what I give it in the winter, like 3 full days, even with heating or dehumidifying in the same room. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't take longer than that, because I think that would be a bit frustrating to have to just watch it. But I was going to have to do this anyway. It's just that I'm doing it before the jumper's completely panned off, and yeah, I need to get a grip, it's fine. Right, so we were on, is that number 16? 15? Got to find number 15 now, there we go, number 15. Pop my little stitch markers on. I'm really glad I made these, like, I think that's really cute for how easy they were to make. Yeah, if anyone like wants a set, I might be up for making some. They were really easy, so if you've got an advent that you want stitch markers for, let me know. I don't know how much I'd charge, not very much probably, but let me know if anyone's interested. And then I can figure out how much is appropriate. Not genuinely, it wouldn't be very much, they don't take very long. Oh, that's my jumper, finished blocking. I use an ADHD timer in the kitchen, which I love. My husband, who we think has ADHD, hates. I love this. I think this is the best time I've ever had. I love seeing it count down. So yeah, I'm going to grab my jumper out, get her blocking, maybe put... I'm scared. No, it's okay because it's blocking in here, it's fine. I'll catch you guys later and let you know how it all goes. I think it's really hard to tell looking at this, but I do think that's going to be too long. That looks a bit short at the moment, but I think it's because I've had to put it out at the angle. The one thing I could do is, whilst there are repeats, you'll see there's like 2 ways of reading the repeats. So there's almost like a half down the bottom, and I could potentially cut it in half, and I think that would still look okay, like stop after midway through. So that could be an option, but we have a fire sort of still going. I'm gonna have to remove my cat because that looks like the perfect spot for a cat that's ever existed. Sorry, darling. And I'm gonna do a bit of knitting on my weekend hat. I'm just looking at my Stockholm sweater, the sweater I was wearing over the top of this jumper, which is what I did my gauge to. It obviously has some tapering in the sleeve, but yes, 100% that's one repeat too long, and 100% that's right. It's going to be, yeah, I predicted it. But otherwise the fit looks perfect. Like, we have like a tiny bit less width in this jumper than the Stockholm sweater, and it's a little bit longer, but not by a lot. But this sleeve is going to be too long. I'm glad that I did this and saved myself a bit of pain. Yeah, so we'll just let her dry. This is going to be her blocking. Happy Christmas jumper blocking. And yeah, to do some knitting. I was just checking in to say goodbye for today. I'm going to do some editing later tonight, I think. And I think this is a good place to stop. I'm 90% sure that I'm going to be frogging the last repeat of that side, which just leaves me with 2 sleeve cuffs to knit once it's dry. Yes, I thought that was a good moment to leave you. I'm very happy with my progress. I feel like I've done amazingly well to get this far through such a complex project, and I think it looks like it's going to block out beautifully. I'll see you guys again soon in another video, and look after yourselves until then.